the only rational response to an irrational world. As Mark Twain famously noted, and as Howard Marks frequently quotes in his memos, "It ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble, it's what you know for sure that just ain't so." Yesterday's knowledge is insufficient ammunition for tomorrow's battles. Only continuous, iron-willed intellectual labor can turn the unknown into the understood and bend reality to one's will. We live in an age of high uncertainty. Therefore, I want to launch this blog not with speculative hop tips or promises of overnight riches, but with a fundamental investment thesis. This post is dedicated to those standing at a crossroads, those who perhaps haven't executed their first trade yet, or those who have been burned by reckless speculation and are wondering whether to continue. My goal is to define why invest at all, and more important than capital appreciation itself, why is continuous self-education the only path to freedom? Many in society still misunderstand the essence of investing. They view it as gambling, a privilege of the elite, or dark magic. In my view, investing is the only logical action for a rational human being in an irrational world. Defining value. Be the chairman of the board, not a human resource. For me, the meaning of investing is measured in one word: sovereignty. To be an investor means to stop being just another line item in a corporation's human resources spreadsheet. It means becoming the chairman of the board of your own life. It means gaining the right to dictate when your day starts and ends, rather than asking permission for a lunch break. It is the realization that your life belongs to you and your family, not to the tax authorities, your employer, or a credit card company. Time is finite and non-refundable. As far as I know, no one has invented a biological immortality pill yet. We are given a specific time frame. To make that remaining time truly yours, you need financial independence. How do you achieve it? Society offers several scripts. Script 1, the lottery or inheritance, relying on blind luck or the work of others, what Ayn Rand called the unearned. Script 2, genius, being a unique inventor or a world-class artist, a path for the 0.01%. Script 3, the corporate ladder, grinding your way to the top, often sacrificing your health and family to the system. However, there is a fourth path, the path of the producer and investor. It is not the easiest, but it is the most sustainable. It is the path I have chosen for myself and my family. It requires a deep realization of one fundamental truth. The money you earn is not primarily meant for consumption. It's meant to generate new value. Pay yourself first. Only then indulge in the cult of consumption. Do you really need to finance things you can live without? Here is the list of the typical financial sinkholes that keep the modern middle class poor. Leasing a luxury car to impress neighbors you don't even like. Financing the latest smartphone when the previous model works perfectly. The convenience tax, spending hundreds a month on delivery apps and overpriced coffee because you deserve it. Buying too much house, becoming a slave to property taxes and maintenance just to fill empty rooms. And finally, experience debt, putting vacations on a credit card at 24% interest because YOLO. The showcase effect and victims of the cult of consumption. In practice, I have never met a single person who achieved financial freedom by following the herd instinct, recklessly increasing expenses to match their income. Modern society suffers from a chronic disease, the obsession with looking successful rather than actually being successful. It's a global trap. People trade their future freedom for today's status symbols, desperate to impress strangers. They choose to remain consumers rather than becoming owners. Escaping this trap requires iron discipline. In my case, it's 15 years of strict family budget tracking.
I see every dollar and every euro. A budget is not a punishment. A budget is a dashboard that shows where the capital leaks are in your enterprise. I'm speaking to those with ambition, those who have a choice to buy temporary status or to buy their future. Math versus emotions, the power of compounding. Let's talk about facts. The financial industry loves to complicate things, but Howard Marks teaches us to look at the fundamentals. He says, to be a disciplined investor, you have to work out your investment philosophy and stick to it, even when the market is screaming the opposite. Let's look at a household that can set aside $3,000 a month for investments, a realistic goal for a dual-income household aiming for sovereignty. If these $3,000 are invested for 10 years with an average annual return of 8%, the result is, after 10 years, the portfolio value is approximately $550,000. But the real magic, what Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world, starts right after that. If you don't stop and let the capital work, the curve goes vertical. This is where geometric progression kicks in and money starts producing money without your direct intervention. In year 15, your portfolio hits roughly $1 million. In year 20, it nearly doubles again to $1.7 million. And if you can maintain discipline for a full 30 years, your capital reaches $4.5 million. At this point, your annual income from dividends alone at a safe withdrawal rate is around $150,000 to $180,000 a year. That is freedom. That is money flowing into your family budget whether you wake up for work or sleep on the beach. That is the price worth paying for saying no to the new luxury lease today. Knowledge should not be a luxury good, and the curse of the fake gurus. When I started my journey, self-proclaimed gurus were selling investment secret courses for thousands of dollars. But worse than the scam is the misleading ideology. I vividly remember these experts screaming in online ads a few years ago, "Don't buy gold, it's a relic, it's a dead rock." How great does that guru look today? Because of them, thousands missed out on one of the best, safest, and most profitable asset classes of recent years. While they laughed, gold has shined, hitting all-time highs. These people are what Ayn Rand in Atlas Shrugged called second-handers. They are corporate byproducts who have nothing to do with real markets or value creation. They earn not from investments, they earn from your confusion. They are the mouthpieces of a system that fears anything truly independent and sovereign, like physical gold. I ask you, did any of these gurus guarantee that by paying them you would earn that money back? No. I do not promise you you will get rich tomorrow. That would be a lie. But I guarantee you one thing. If you dedicate time to learning and invest with discipline, thinking with your own head, not listening to mainstream financial news, you and your family will gain independence. I am here to change the narrative. I am ready to share my 7 years of experience, mistakes, and victories for free. Atlas Shrugged. No one is coming to save you. My philosophy solidified when I discovered Ayn Rand's fundamental work, Atlas Shrugged. This novel isn't just about capitalism, it is about individual responsibility. The novel's protagonist, John Galt, defines the ethic of an independent man in his legendary speech, "I swear by my life and my love of it, that I will never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for mine." This line is my internal anthem. It means that no one else, not the state, not the central banks, not your employer, truly cares for your well-being. They have their own interests. Only you can determine how much freedom will be in your future. Those who rely on the system will be ground down by it. Those who build their fortress of independence will survive and thrive. In conclusion, this blog is not a one-week project. My backlog of ideas has been accumulating for years. I cannot give you a formula to become a millionaire by Tuesday, but I can show you the path to becoming a free human being through discipline, reason, and persistence. Do not put off what you can do tonight. Start learning, start counting, start investing. Atlas Shrugged Capitalist.